Hi guys, today I'm going to video the summary for the chapter 4. So, it is entitled Network Access. This chapter begins with the general functions of physical layer, uh, the standards and protocols that manage the transmission of data across local media. It is also introduced the function of the data link layer and the protocols associated with it. So let's start for the physical layer. So the physical layer is there are types of communication. Um the type of physical the physical connection, there are types of connection. So the physical connection can be a wired connection using a cable or wireless connection using radio. And the type of physical connection used as department upon the um set up of the network. So for example, in corporate office, employees have desktop or laptop computer that are physically connected via cable to a shared switch. So there are also um, on the physical layer, the process that data undergoes to a mode to destination nodes is the layer is segmented by the network layer, placed into heart by the heart of Lord. The placed into packets by the network layer and the further encapsulations into frames by the data link layer. So also these signals are then sent on the media one at a time. So there are also in physical layer media, the physical layer produce the representation of groupings of bits each type of media is. We have the copper cable, fiber optic cable, and the wireless. So the copper cable, it is the signal of patterns of electrical pulses, and for the fiber optic cable, it is the signal of pattern of light. For the wireless, the signals are pattern of microwave and transmission. So, of course, the physical layer. So the protocol and the operations of the user OSI layers are performed in software designed by software engineers and computer scientists. So the services protocols in the TCP suites are defined by Ethernet Engineering or Task Force or the IETF. So, and for the we have also the bandwidth. So, uh, different physical media such support the transfer of bits a different rate. So, data transfer is fully discussed in terms of bandwidth and throughput. So, the bandwidth, it is the capacity of a medium to carry data. So, digital bandwidth measures the amount of um, given amount of data. So, the brownout is typically um, per second MBs or gigabits per second. So, bandwidth is also thought as the speed that bit travels. However, we're gonna accurate for examples in both 10 ms and 100 ms electricity. na transmitted first section. Also, we have the throughput. So the throughput, it is a measure of transfer of bits across the network or given amount of time. Also, many factors that influence throughput include the amount of traffic, the type of traffic, and the latency created by the number of network devices encountered between source and destinations. So, to proceed for the physical layer protocol, so the physical layer protocol, so the type of physical layer. So, example standard for copper media are defined for the type of copper and cable using Bsit communications. They are typing Alan. So the type of connectors used, so pinout and color codes of connections to the media and maximum distance of the media. So um, for the network layer, so the network layer, we have the characteristic of copper cabling. So before that, the network use copper media because it is inexpensive, easy to install, and has low resistance to electric current. So, however, copper media is limited by distance and signal interface. So, the timing, voltage, values of electrical pulses are susceptible to interference from two sources, which is the IMI or RFI, which is the electromagnetic interference, or the radio frequency interference, which is the RFI, and then the crosstalk. So also, there are three main types of copper media used in networking, which is the UTP or the unshielded twisted pair, the STP, which is the shielded twisted pair, and the crucial. So, going to tackle that. So, for the unshielded twisted pair, it is the most common network media. So the UTP cabling terminated with the RJ connector used for interconnecting networks with intermediate network devices such as switches and routers. So for the shielded twisted pair, um, or the STP, provides better noise protection than the UTP cabling. So, however, compared to UTP cable, STP cable significantly more expensive and difficult to install. And then for the crucial cable or net or coach for short, get its name from the fact that there are two um, conductors that share the same axis. So, coaxial cable consists of a copper conductor used to transmit his transmit the electronic signals and the layer of flexible plastic insulation surrounding a copper conductor. So, and the entire cable is covered with cable jacket to prevent minor physical damage. So, for the network media, so that's for the network media, and then the data link layer. So, um, so the data link layer is divided into two sublayer, which is the logical link control (LCC), and the media access control, which is the MEC. So the LLC is the upper sub-layer, communicates with the network layer. So it places information in the frame that identifies which networks layer protocol is being used from the frame. And also in the media access control, so the lower sub-layer defines the media access process performed by the hardware. So it provides data links layer addressing access to various network technologies. So as you can see, we have here the UTP, STP, and the crucial. So it is the UTP connection, which is the RJ45 UTP plugs and the UTP sockets. So before that, um, so as you can see, all the data link layer protocols encapsulate the layer 3PDU within the data field of the frame. So, however, the structure of the frame and the fields contained in the header and the trailer vary according to the protocol. So, that's all for this chapter 4 summary. Thank you guys again for watching.